Would YouTube like to load? That'd be great. That'd be fun. That'd be nice of you. Um, is YouTube down right now? Or is it just my computer? Okay, it's working on here. I don't know why it's not working on my computer. That's unfortunate. Oh, we're reading more Homestuck today. I'm by myself. Unless. Okay, so welcome back to Homestuck. We're reading some more Homestuck today. Minutes in the future, they're not as few as. What are they talking about out there? They're so loud. A what? A what now? Huh? You say a good bitter goodbye, sweet goodbye to your beloved city. It is time to move on to greener pastures, by which of course you mean an arid, sandy wasteland upon which nothing green has grown in years. The door shuts behind you. A panel on the door becomes illuminated. As you ponder over the marks on the panel, you hear another mechanical sound overhead. I've totally forgotten what's going on. Oh shit, you have the Homestuck logo. The LCD panel appears to have a touchscreen interface. It appears the funny looking spirograph room is locked. The floor rotates a full 360 degrees beneath you while the surrounding wall seems to stay put. The triangularly fractal room does not appear to be unlocked. The door turns 1820 degrees and then opens. You go through the door to find another room. It's the same size as the other one you just wasted all that time in. While a clock is ticking down to something that may or may not be your doom, maybe there is something in here that will help you escape. Against the wall, there is another perplexing contraption. Against the opposite wall is some sort of control panel which catches your eye. It has two large screens, but only appears to be active. Only one appears to be active. There are fields for numbers that appear to be modifiable with the dials to the right. Some numbers are already supplied by default, perhaps entered by the previous user. There are a few buttons below, the largest one bearing the symbol marking this room. Also, it looks like there's a meter stick propped up there for some reason. You immediately craft a measuring sphere through the possibly most advanced form of alchemy employed thus far. This is obviously the most important thing to do first. Obviously. Or it would obviously be the most important thing to do if you had remembered to bring your trusty knife. You feel so insecure without your trusty knife, it makes you want to slit your wrists. What? All right! Off to a great start for the stream. You examine the perplexing contraption across the room. You, of course, have no idea what it could possibly do. You adopt the only obvious course of action, which is to poke and prod it with your handy ruler. You are quite sure this is what science is all about. You go back to the control panel, which is obviously controls that gizmo, and you push the big blue button, which is obviously the most obvious thing to push. You purify a pumpkin. This mysterious gourd was transported, purified, from a specific time and location on this planet you are on. Wasn't there a pumpkin earlier? You wonder if the machine, a purifier, will take any object that exists at whatever time and location you supply. There's a symbol carved on this pumpkin. You don't know what it means, and you doubt it will ever prove to be relevant in any way. Okay, so we need to... Oh, wait, it's a fucking troll, isn't it? They've got the horns because of the horns. That's a fucking troll, isn't it? Eat the pumpkin. You consider curiosity. You consider dining on the ripe flesh of the plump vegetables, but your curiosity about the purifier gets the better of you. You try to sneak a nibble from the pumpkin nonetheless. You first examine the attractive green buttons. The icon for the one on the left is the house shape that you've seen plenty of times before. The one on the right, on close inspection, appears to be a map for this underground facility, with an X marking its center. You push the button. All the numbers change. Perhaps these are the coordinates for the location of the center of this facility, along with the local date and time. If this is the case, it would be a useful reference point for your current bearings. One way to find out would be to attempt to purify something from this facility. It should be easy to zero in on a location relative to the center because you have an uncanny knack of tracking precise distances you've already traversed in whatever units you choose. Your handy ruler gives you a good clue as the basic unit of human measurement. You will go with that. So you're not a thing. You make the coordinates and bump up the elevation by 0.5 human measurement units. You make sure to keep the time approximately what it was to begin with. You purify your trusty knife. You notice the numbers a bit more and purify a bunch of cans. This is so much more efficient than walking back to the other room. You are to believe that time is at a premium after all. What? Does this machine look like a depurifier to you? Honestly, the idea that an purifier could both purify and depurify things is so laughably ridiculous you wish someone would depurify your brain and repurify it with a brain that is more smart and less dumb. Cool. What the hell are you talking about? That idea makes no sense and is basically meaningless. Try using that mushy stuff in your gourd next time. Instead, you just carve off the top, exposing a decadent cache of gorgeous seed-laden ambrosia. Needless to say, you consume it all rather quickly, but it turns out it will be far too gross for us to watch. You can't move it. It has a spirograph indentation and will require a special type of key to turn it. That worked? You release your blinky new friend. You will give her a name when something suitably whimsical occurs to you. You and Serenity consider new ways to waste even more time with the Purifier. You assume that she is a girl Firefly, even though you're not really sure that Fireflies can even be girls. You target the extremely tasty rotten pumpkin that was sitting in the other room hours ago. It appears the Purifier cannot create something if it will create a time paradox. The gelatinous ghost pumpkin purifies and quickly dissolves into a pile of unappetizing sludge. Serenity blinks a message of urgency. You nearly forgot that while trapped in ambush, she was witness to all your tomfoolery and dilly-dallying in the other room, and knows the timer is about to expire. It is time to get the show on the road and escape. What is going on? What happened to the guy? You readjust the coordinates with the right green button again, and this time only adjust the elevation by approximately 10 human measurement units. What? Did he just clip into the ground? Is this really necessary? This is incredibly silly. Psych! Dumbass! Unpsych. You attempt the rare and highly dangerous 5 times cliffhanger combo and fail. We are doing it, man. We are making this happen. This is just like Undertale Yellow? Real? Me when I see sand? Where the fuck are we? Holy shit, it was a giant can the whole time. A continent westward. And years in the past, but not really. What? Okay. And then the green people came and created a city, and then it flooded. What the fuck is going on? Where the fuck are we? Hold on. I need to clean my computer screen, dude. What the fuck was that? So, so if I recall, so the meteor started raining, and then but then long ago it created a frog city. End of Act Two. That was quick. How many acts are in this? What are they playing outside? What are they doing out there? Suit. Huh? I wish these people would stop blasting music right outside my window. Hold on. Can the mic even pick it up? I know it can't. Uh. Dear John, you are no doubt reading this as a handsome and strapping young man. Why the man grit needed to lift this book is a sign of your maturity, not to even speak of the wisdom needed to grasp the nuance of Sassacre's time-tested mischief. I'm so proud of you, grandson. How I wish I could have delivered this heirloom in the flesh, but it wasn't in the cards. I, this book this book must take a journey. This journey will end on the final day of my life, and then even continue some, though I suppose that will be up to your father. Perhaps he will discuss it with you one day when he and you are ready. But it is your journey I am writing about to wish you luck. There will come a day when you will be thrust into another world, and once you arrive, that is only the beginning. You will soon delve even deeper into a realm of warring royalty in a timeless expanse, a realm of agents and exiles and consorts and colonel sprites, of tolling underlings and slumbering denizens, a realm in which four will gather, the air of breath and the seer of light, the night of time and the witch of space, and together they will ascend. If only you knew how important you were. I regret my passing came so early in your life, and yet I feel in my heart we have already met. But what I know for sure is that we will meet again. Until then, John, I hope your father keeps you well fed. With love, Nana. A silly girl naps by her flowers. It is quite likely she tired herself out with a variety of silly antics, as silly girls are often to do. How many acts are in Homestuck? Okay, there's 7 acts. It is quite likely she tired herself out with a variety of silly antics, as silly girls are often to do. She may have a silly name too, or maybe not. It is hard to say for sure without asking her, but since she's slumbering peacefully, it would be a shame to wake her up. You might as well give her a name right now. I guess her name is Farmstink. You try to rouse Farmstick from her slumber, but she is really down for the count. It seems that she is holding some sort of note. Retrieve arms from. They're right there, in plain sight. Look, they're flashing red. What pumpkin? You see no pumpkin, and it is hard to imagine. Oh, that was the purifier. Hard to imagine there's ever a pumpkin, in plain sight or otherwise. Either way, would be a really terrible thing to do to poor sweet farm stink. Farm stink. That is incredibly rude and a little incredibly silly and a little bit rude. My name is Jade Harley. Your name is Jade. You've just woken up from a restful nap, and you have no recollection of having fallen asleep. You have quite a number of interests, so many in fact that you have trouble keeping track of them all, with an assortment of colorful reminders on your fingers to help you sort out everything on your mind. Nevertheless, when you spend time in your garden atrium, the only thing on your mind is your deep passion for horticulture. What will you do? It's loading. Oh, you know what we have to do. I'm trying. I got it. It's close enough. Alright, enough messing around. Wow, you really suck at this thing. Maybe you should try playing an instrument you actually know how to play it instead, like the one in your bedroom. Honestly, you have no idea where this flute even came from. Things seem to appear and disappear all the time, especially to your unending chagrin. Any large orange gourd that might be lying around, you consider throwing the flute down in disgust. On second thought, it is a perfectly nice flute. And there's no reason to take out your frustration on it. You just need some practice. But before you capsulog the flute, you will need to set your fetch modus first. What? You have a variety of fetch modi to choose from. You were really excited when your grandpa bought you this Modus set for Christmas. He is a total badass, if a little strict. You typically opt for the memory modus, which comes to matters in day-to-day practicality. You set your modus to memory and captulog the flute. You allocate 9 cards to the modus from your deck, since that will be more than enough for your needs at the moment. The modus grabs 9 more cards for matching purposes. What? The flute is split up onto 2 blank cards and mixed randomly into the grid. To retrieve the item, you must first pick 1 card and then its matching card. For the typical Silodexer, this modus represents a frustrating guessing games and a lot of wasted time on mismatching, but you like it because you seem to have a knack for always guessing right on the first try. What the fuck, dude? It is an awfully silly idea and a waste of everyone's time. You predictably disregard this thought and focus on more sensible objectives at once. Oh my god, this is so much fun. You capsuled the bag of fertilizer. You tend to have a lot of things on your mind at once and can be a little forgetful, so you keep a variety of colored strings on your fingers as a reminder. Each one means that there is something different to remember at a certain time. In fact, looking at your index finger reminds that there is something important to remember now. It is your friend John's birthday. The green string also reminds you that John's birthday package will arrive today. The blue string also reminds you that John's birthday package will arrive today, though in a way that means something slightly different. You are further reminded that you have some things to do outside your house soon, but you should stop by your room first for supplies, and more importantly, see if John is online and wish him a happy birthday. You snap up the pumpkin, which seems suitably right for the taking. Hopefully the safety of your Sylladex will prevent it from being spirited away, like so many of its ephemeral predecessors. The symbol. The symbol. You make your way from the middle of the garden atrium, where a stairwell joins the 4 atrium wings. Upstairs is your grandfather's laboratory, as well as your bedroom. Okay, so here's my theory right now. My game theory. My game theory is that you are in the city that was made at the end of Act 2. And, like, you're somehow interfacing with the future to contact John. What the fuck is John even doing? Your memory modus is hardly any fun without much stuff in it, so you decide to stock up on some fresh produce to fill some more cards. You pick a juicy red crabapple, and pick a nice looking key lime. Then a delicious mandarin orange. Those are your favorite. And finally, a ripe yellow Eureka lemon. Why does it look like the fucking Dr. Octagonopus Bois meme? Modus fun aside, you feel it's impossible to have too many fresh fruits and vegetables on hand. You almost never use the stairs. Your transportalize upstairs. Just above is your room. You enter your bedroom. On this side of the room, you're immediately confronted with numerous artifacts highlighting your various interests. Huh? You're an avid follower of cartoon shows of considerable nostalgic appeal. You have a profound zeal for marvelous and fantastical fauna of an anthropomorphical persuasion. You have an uncanny knack for nuclear physics, and not infrequently can be found dabbling in your rather advanced gadgetry. You enjoy sporadic fits of narcolepsy, and your love for gardening transcends the glass confines of your atrium, and you are at times prone to patterns of precognitive prognostication. What will you do? You realize this is only half your room, and is therefore only host to half your interests to pick from. Over here, there are more articles of aforementioned interests. All the characters in this are autistic as fuck. Holy shit. Additional telltale signs of your enthusiasm for nostalgic television mingle with your assortment of game hunting firearms. You're a skilled markswoman, and though your crosshairs would never settle on an innocent creature, anthropomorphically persuaded or otherwise, your work table is littered with equipment to facilitate your tinkering. For you, experimentation is not a particularly exact science, and you lean heavily on sharp intuition for consistently and eerily optimal results. Nevertheless, you have not been able to get that broad, flat gizmo there to work, which is a design you have borrowed from one of your grandpa's more mysterious inventions. You're a great admirer of his, and you are not alone. Your grandfather was a world-renowned explorer, naturalist, treasure hunter, archaeologist, scientist, adventurer, big game hunter, billionaire extraordinaire. He has taught you everything you know, but in spite of all his lessons, it is difficult to escape his stern lecterns when you are on your way out of the house to run your errands. He spends most of the time in the grand foyer, stewing in his own intensity and charisma. And today will likely be no exceptions. Among the errands you have planned is to venture out to find your pet and best friend named Becquerel. The animal must be fed, and he will not be happy if he is not. And if he is not happy, then you will not be happy. But first, you should really dig out your computer and say hi to John. What will you do? You equip your trusty hunting rifle. There'd be hell to pay if your granddad caught you leaving your house without it. There isn't much to wonder. You left the wardrobifizer on its randomization setting. You may contemplate which shirt design you favor most and commit to that setting in the future. Why does it have the fucking pumpkin in this? Catch near Squiddle's doll and hug it. Before you can grab one, the powerful electromagnets concealed in their underbellies become activated, and two of them get all tangled up with each other playfully. You capture the Tangle Buddies, whose interest in fauna. Oh, baby. Oh, you can never do that. She's a deer girl. She's a deer girl. Internet's first deer girl. Noelle, is this you? Noelle, this is just Noelle Holiday if she took fucking acid? What marvelous creatures are. What a daring dream to combine the finest qualities of humanity with the elegance and nobility of the animal kingdom. How you wish you could know their world. To hear one night those muted paw pads triaps up your stairs. A low but friendly growl unsettles your slumber, and as the sopor sleeps from your eyes, they detect a sharp pair of ears cutting moonlight. A mysterious woven tongue invites. Wouldn't these ears suit you? Would not this proud long snout assist you in the hunt? Oh, so she's Therian. What marvels a lobo? No need to answer. Words slough from the busy mind like a useless dead membrane as a more visceral sapience takes over. Something simpler is in charge now. A force untouched by the concerns and burdens of upright, that farcical yoke of the bipedal toe. It now drives you through the midnight brush, your paws whispering through creepers. World's first Therian? I sent this to Pomni. They reply, foreshadowing is A. Speaking of which, you pick up and admire one of your Mantho chaps. They're wonderful friends and are always cheerful and pleasant fellows. Oh, so you could pick up things. Why, dear Mr. Coxome, how ever will you be received at the barnyard gala without the trappings of a proper gentleman? Each Mantho chap comes with a variety of accessories, including articles of former attire, a vaccination kit, and dishwasher-shaped slop-through. You gather all your dolls into a rather cozy pile. You deactivate the Wardrobifier's randomization mode and set it to cycle through these 3 shirt designs. You said the decision was tough, but you think you came to the best possible conclusion. Did this happen live? Did this vote happen live? Did you people have live votes for this? It's another beautiful day in your neighborhood. It's a peaceful and quiet as usual. A rather imposing volcano looms over your house, which has been dormant for centuries. Oh my god, she literally has a fursuit. The dormant on the surface, the volcano activity deep underground provides your house with a source of the geothermal power. You are not sure why your grandfather decided to draw from this source of energy when he had the unlimited power of the atom at his disposal, but it has been this way for as long as you can remember. You chalked it up to your family's long-standing propensity for eclectic fursuits. Wait, you mean pursuits? Oh, so it runs in the family. What is this nonsense about fursuits? You do not own a fursuit. You think entomomorphic fauna are really cute and enchanting and all, but it has never occurred to you to dress like one. She's discovering some fucking things about herself. This is like on some Martlet after playing Undertale Yellow shit. I'm talking about my Oomphy Martlet. It is fun to imagine what it would have been like to run wild with a pack of wolves or purr and frolic with a litter of kittens, but dressing up as an animal just seems ridiculous. It would still just be a silly girl draped in a raggedy, synthetic, tufty piece of crap. And seriously, who are you trying to kid with that sort of baloney? Oh. Damn. The story is either going to be very pro-furry or very anti-furry. Anyway, it is not a magic chest. It is your gadget chest, which you have adapted for storing a number of useful gizmos. It was once your oracle's trunk. But anyway, yeah, that's what the furry HRT is for. It will exist in 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. HRT that turns you into Kara Undertale. It was once your Oracle's Trunk, a gift from your grandfather, of course, and still contains many silly fortune telling knickknacks, all of which are completely bogus. Among the fortune-telling knickknacks are these items: a crystal ball plus compulsory velvet pillow, a tarot deck, a magic 8 ball, a magic cue ball, one of your favorites books of all time, Project Sooth. Or Problem Sooth, sorry. Among the useful gizmos, and of course your computer, which you keep inside a fun lunchbox for easy transport, and a couple of gizmos that you keep handy so you don't have to make the long trip to the refrigerator, to the kitchen. There's a cookalizer for preparing delicious meals, and the refrigerator, a name that is clearly a wacky variation on the much more common household item, the refrigerator. What the fuck in the Dr. Doofenshmirtz ass shit is this? Huh? Examine Magic 8 Ball and Magic Cue Ball. These things are stupid and useless. True. When the Magic 8 Ball isn't being frustratingly ambiguous, its forecasts are always wrong. You have tested it numerous times with certain facts you know to be true. This is its reply when you ask it if it's John's birthday today. See? Stupid. You guess that it could be used as a reverse prediction device, and always trust the opposite of what it says. But that seems dumb to you. And anyway, the thing gives you a bad vibe. You might consider smashing it, but you're a little superstitious about whatever consequences that might have, even if the occult talisman in question is a cheap piece of garbage. The Magic Cue Ball, on the other hand, is said to make predictions with an alarming prediction and specificity. Unfortunately, it lacks a portal on its surface that allows you to view the prediction. You put both of these junk back in the box. You take the refrigerator. You might as well grab the cookalizer too. No portable kitchen is completely without it. You take your lunch top too because you're obviously going to be using it pretty soon. Whoops, there goes your flute. Who cares? Before you go to feed Beck, you will need to prepare a meal for him. You clear some space on your table so you can set out the refrigerator and cookalizer. Dumbass. Just for fun, Jade allows you to take a stab at matching the cards to use the gizmos. It doesn't present much of a challenge for her. Instead, she figure out she may step aside and while providing some generous hints. You selected the key lime. Way to go. Hot, wait, cold, really cold, frozen fucking tundra. Congratulations, your advance of your magic skill advanced to the new levels. Yukon Hero, Legacy of the Frostbite Amputee. Jade is beginning to regret breaking the fourth wall for this ill-advised escapade. See, the problem with Homestuck is I have no idea whether this is going to be important or not. Like, this could be just for a haha silly gag, or it could be foreshadowing that I am a character in this. Fucking stupid ass webcomic. I'll be right back. Homestuck. Okay, one more time. If it were known in advance how terrible you're going to be at this matching game, the author may have given second thought to preparing this cool interactive Flash application. Oh, so in the original you could actually play it. That's cool. Look at all these fruits on the loose. Good luck trying to settle them down. You just deploy the gadgets yourself. You stick your fruits in the refrigerator to keep them fresh. The fruits are unlikely to become less impudent anytime soon, regardless of where they are stored, but they stick them in there anyway. You have a look at the refrigerator's rotary interface. You wonder what he is in the mood for today. Oh, well, it's a rotary dial, so there's not really any buttons to press, but whatever, that doesn't matter. You dial up a thick T-bone steak, which you're sure Becquerel is in the mood for, because he is in the mood for steak every day, and is never in the mood for anything else, but he does like a steak well cooked. Lightly... You're gonna... Okay. Keep it together. Okay, keep it together. He does prefer his steak rare after all, but he will not dignify the thought of turning the knob much further, because you are not stupid. Oh, it's uranium. You capsuled the irradiated steak and save it for the trip outside. Don't eat that! You shouldn't waste that whole time. You wouldn't want let this nice depleted steak isotopes to settle down. You wouldn't exactly call it an atomic base, but it is heavily customized to accommodate a high level of musical virtuosity, the perfect instrument for the eclectically spirited. You've tuned the strings way down, of course, because your stumpy arms can't reach the low notes. Broke up the gadget! You probably switch it back since it is too complicated to play it in person like this. The default setting is your preferred mode for casual jamming, and since you can't possibly waste any more time waste enough time playing music, casually jam is what you're gonna do. Yeah. I'm reading Homestuck. What the fuck is going on? Singing my stupid song. Where the fuck even... Holy shit, it's the place! The fucking baubles that the thing goes into, right? Fortnite? This is just like Fortnite? Go get the loot drop? This is just like Fortnite? Average Homestuck experience. True! Fortnite! Caps lock the base. You take the portable amp from the wall socket too. You like to make yourself comfy in your plushie pile before getting down to business on your computer. I love her already. She's great. She's completely normal. What the fuck? Domain expansion? Hey, look, John is online. Hooray. Also, it looks like Dave pestered you about something yesterday. So, my current theory is that. Oh, wait, so are you in the future or are you in the past? Because it said a long time ago the volcano erupted and made the Frog City. John is online today. Also, Dave pestered you about something yesterday, but you missed it. You read John, but he does not respond. He's undoubtedly gallivanting around in his house in a state of barely restrained birthday mirth. He may also be retrieving the 2 packages and the 2 envelopes. She's in the present? Oh. Retrieving the 2 packages and the 2 envelopes, which you are certain came in the mail. Okay. For him earlier. You will wait to see a little while if he returns before you head out. It does not appear so, but you never know with that crazy and cool guy. So cool. So cool. Hey, oh, you're asleep, aren't you? Or do you even know if you are? I don't know how that works. It's not like nothing means anything. It's so cool getting hella chumped by your coquettish damn riddles all the time. I don't know why I believe anything you say like I'm the Grand Marshal of gross chumpage, waving around my baby-ass chump doctor baton, assistant director of chumpography, celebrated author Ernest Chumpingway. Wait, Chumpelstiltskin. Dipshit. Yeah. You're asleep? Yes, no? ASL? S equals species. Baboon? Kangaroo rat? If kangaroo rat, yif twice, please. Do you know what that means? That's not what that means. That's not what that means, Dave. That's not what that means. That isn't what that fucking means. Most sane and reasonable comment from Dave. True! Oh, well, if you're not saying anything, I guess whether you're non-awake or unasleep or whatever is just you're not around and I'm wasting good material. Even worse, I'm wasting a killer persona here. Oh, you designed personas? Like, I don't know, like a wide open V-shaped leotard and a fuck ton of body paint. Like, something like sinewy, back-arching Cirque du Soleil looking motherfucker. Always low to the ground, getting on a good prowl on, like I dropped my keys in the dart. Nibblest son of a bitch who had the gumption to glue a nasty pair of latex cat lips to his face. For a reason that wasn't a joke. Jade, hey, where are you? Seriously, I'm sitting here with a god fucking bag of kibble, jacked open my leg, and primed for a goddamn bear, and you're gone. By the way, my name is Aquet Permas. Hardest buttock in the jungle. Tempered steel. Oh yeah, just wanted to give you this remix I finished. Here. Explore remix. Yeah, you probably don't have to respond to any of that, by the way. I'll probably forget half the shit I said anyway. Talk to you tomorrow. I'm not listening to every single one of these. What was that? Hold on. Something just flashed right there. You don't... Yeah, I'm not... That's what I meant. I'm not going to listen to 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 minutes of music. No. Okay. You know how anticipation leads into enemy approaching? That's what this reminds me of. Wait, banger? This is nothing? This is filler? Oh, I know! The Funny Megalovania. We still haven't seen Funny Megalovania yet. I know one thing! I'm the Funny Megalovania. Lo-fi hip-hops to beats to be fucking confused to? Wait, why does he even have a remix of this song? Does he know? Okay. MS Paint Adventures. It begins to dawn on you that everything you just did may have been a colossal waste of time. He's no longer Homestuck! And intermission. You open in your web browser and visit MS Paint Adventures. You navigate to a random page in the middle of the latest
You sons of digits!
Yo! Erase me! Thank you for the sub! What's up? Thank you for the primer! How you doing? Not much? Okay, hi. I'm reading Homestuck. Because this is the worst thing I've ever done. Navigate to a random page. He looks like he was finishing up some sort of weird tangential intermission. Whatever it was, it clearly advanced the plot in no relevant way whatsoever. This is Homestuck. The one with the funny trolls. The one with the funny Megalovania. The one that goes... And Megalovania is all over the place. Oh my god, it's over! We finally get to talk to our friend again. Oh wait, never mind. This is something completely different. Oh, we're back to these fuckers. Diamonds droog. Clubs deuce. Hearts boxcars. And spades slick. The fell. These damn pool people. The felt, sorry. These damn pool people. Sorry. These damn pool people with your damn trying to take over our card game. You've killed a little time, but still no sign of John. Oh my god, oh wait, no, we're back to Jade. We're still at Jade, never mind. I thought we were going back to John. Hi Dave. Hey, sup? Nothing much. What's up with you, bro? Ha ha, good one. Alright, being chill. You know how it goes. Great, feeling cool today, right, Mr. Cool Guy? Oh, wait, we read this. I think we read this. Yeah, we read this. Where's the music? We're kicking the shit out of Kyle? Ooh. Yo, Happy Feet! Jump scare? Rose is online. Homesuck. It's the best thing ever created. I require a font of incredibly non-specific information. You have plans? Well, yes, I do. But if you will lose your internet pretty soon, and we will not talk again for a pretty long time until you enter. Enter. This is what I was talking about. My aver is for the inscrutable. It is limitless. You've been insisting today was the big day. We would all play a game you didn't know the name of. A game you said I'd get in the mail, and I did. One that would help me answer these questions. But Strider's being obtuse. I can't catch John at his computer. You don't even have the game yourself. And on top of that, my internet is unstable. So are you sure today's the day? There sure are a lot of challenges, but yes, I'm sure. Dave is cool. He will come around when the time is right. He just has a lot of work to do first, and so do you. You'll need to keep searching for a stable signal and power source, but it will be hard. But don't give up. And don't focus on me first. Focus on playing with John. It all starts with you two. Is there nothing else you can say for this? I'm sure you think little of brutally upsetting dark forces with Grandpa Morio over there on Halmurder Island, but honestly, I've only read a few books on it. Dark? That's ridiculous. I don't really know what to tell you other than it's not going to be what you think it is. And more importantly, you will have your questions answered, and there will be ones you haven't thought to ask yet. Just be patient and be brave and you'll see. It'll be fun. Uh-oh, looks like you gotta go. Take care, Rose. You're now the other girl several hours in the future. It appears the secret passage in the mausoleum is opened. It's getting awfully toasty in here. You gather up your belongings, including your dead cat. Stop being the other girl and pester John again. You spent enough time concerning yourself with the future of your friends. John will not be available until later, but by then he will have his hands full, as will you. You pack up your lunch shop and get ready to take care of your business downstairs. Blue. Oh shit! I forgot we're fighting him. Boing, 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 boing. This is some BLJ shit? He's building up to maximum speed? Hit him with a Sassacre? Dude's washed. Bro's fucking washed. You suck at this. Oh, thanks, Granny. Oh, is it just gonna repeat? Okay. Also, you can't stop your mind drifting. You do on a particular configuration of reminders on your finger. Also in the future, but years, not hours, under bare white branches, a sentry wakens. Oh boy. Does it still fit on screen? No? Is that better? There we go. Nom. Oh shit, wait, I recognize that. That was the sword that guy had earlier from the Spades comic, right? Or am I stupid? Some stuff about capture code and punch card alchemy. Is anyone actually reading any of this, or are they all dead? I don't know if anyone besides us is even alive or playing the game, or if anybody really ever cares what I have to say. Rose said I should add some stuff to this FAQ, if anything occurred to me, so I guess I'm doing that. I figure at the very least it will be good reference for just us to use, but Dave probably won't read any of this because he's sort of this whooping stupid horse butt. Whatever. I finally figured out what those weird codes on the back of capsulon cards are for. Well, not what they're always for, but the way that Suburb has exploited them for an in-game purpose. Every item captured... every captured item stamps the card with a unique hole, and a gizmo in Smurb called the Punch Design X will punch a unique pattern of holes in a card which is derived from that code. The punch card can then be used with other gizmos to duplicate the item and or combine it with other items. I got to thinking about this, and with my amazing hacker skills, I noticed a trend. The whole patterns is based on a fairly simple cipher, converting the capture code to binary, and then the binary pattern is punch, where 1 is a punch hole and then 0 is an unpunched slot. Smile? Oh no. 0, 0, 1 is 1, 2 is 2, 3 is... There are a couple oddball characters, exclamation and question mark, bringing it up to 63. 0 through 63 equals 64 total, i.e. 6 bits, because the binary of representation of the capture code cards are 6 bits each, which each have a range of 0 to 63. For instance, the capture code for the hammer is that. Look up the index for N first, which is 49. The binary of 49 is that. Keep doing that for all the characters, and you get... Okay, so that's the pattern that will be punched on the card, but the bits are arranged top to bottom, left to right, in 4 columns like this. Or punched on a card like this. The ASCII art, dude. Wow, that pretty much looks like shit, but you get the idea. Okay, so to combine 2 items, you just overlap 2 punched cards, and only the places that both cards have a hole will show through. So it's sort of like a bitwise and an operation on both cards. The new pattern gives you the code for the new item. Wait, oh my fucking god, is that where Punch Card from Undertale came from? Mm. For instance, combining the code with a hammer and a pogo ride gives you a new pattern with less holes, obviously. That whole pattern went on to make the pogo hammer, which is so rad you have no idea. I've also wondered if you can combine items in other ways, like a bitwise OR. That means combining the cards to get more holes, not less. I.e., the new pattern has a hole for every hole on either card. This pattern would be accomplished by double punching a card, like 2 codes, 1 card. I've got to try that sometime. There's some mysterious things about all this. First of all, with all the hole slots, there are 48 bits in total, which means there are almost 300 trillion possible codes, and 300 trillion sounds huge. But when you consider it is supposed to account for all conceivable items, including all the wacky combinations of stuff, it suddenly doesn't seem that big. That leads me to believe that not every combination of item has a viable duplicate, but this is kind of obvious anyway, since there are many combination of punch cards that will produce either a blank card with and or a totally punch card with or. So there are a lot of dud combinations out there, and many that will just lead to the same pattern. Like for instance, a gun and an atom bomb could make some sort of ultimate death ray, but for that matter, a shoehorn and a potted plant could lead to the same pattern. So weird. That's probably going to be important. I need to remember a shoehorn and a potted plant. Uh, it seems that combined items. Real game devs have theorized about this. I'm a game designer. I'm a game design major, so I guess it fits. Also, it seems that combined items will always have patterns with much fewer holes or much more than the ordinary items, which will occupy the vast meaty middle of all possible patterns. It is strange and counterintuitive that more complex objects have simpler patterns, but hey, there you have it. All of this sort of makes me guess that this system's the best idea that I found is that items in the cards have additional information stored in them, not covered by the capture codes or punch combos. The system can be cracked in some way. Like if you have a complicated item but you want to extract simpler item components, there might be some algorithm for deriving the pattern you want, or at least narrowing down the possibilities. There might also be ways of charting simpler patterns through the both ends of the bit spectrum and pinning down the ones that'll make cooler stuff. I want to ask Jade about this because she's really that good at that sort of thing, even though she doesn't have my elite hacksaw cred. Too bad she makes herself so scarce all the time. Jade, if you ever read this, let me know what you think. What the fuck? Does this work? I need to know if this works. Hold on. Uh-oh. Sans under woke. True. I can't believe Undertale is woke by Genkro. Is it gonna open a fucking Twitter page? Genkra. Oh shit, they're trans? Based? You enter the laboratory. Look for mad scientists. There are no scientists to be found, mad or otherwise, or anyone of that matter. The lab appears to be deserted. There is a kiosk, though. What in the fuck? It looks like the kiosk manages the lab's enormous hub grid. This is far down as you can go. The grand foyer is a few floors down, but the transportalizer on that level is blocked by one of Grandpa's impressive big game trophies, and you don't think he would cotton to someone... What? Speaking of which, here are some of his trophies now. He has 1 million of these ghastly things. You really dislike them. You hop down a level. Granddad also liked to accumulate valiant knights from his travel. These are pretty cool, you guess. Wait. Oh yeah, how could you forget about a stash of decrepit monkeys? God, why'd I say monkeys? Mummies. God, you hate these things. This is your grandfather's collection of what he refers to as his beauties. No lovely lady will be fit for his collections, unless her portrait has been spent at use 20 years bleaching in the front window of a beauty parlor or a sort of establishment he's plundered no less frequently than ancient tombs. You guessed that they were sort of like your sisters growing up, and were always encouraged to look up to them. They are awfully pretty ladies, you suppose, but it's always hard to get as excited about them as Grandpa. Jade, study hard and keep your rifle at the ready. When adventure summons, I know you will rise to the task and take your place among the daughters of Eclectica. That old coot is sure as a bag of wind. Huh? You used to ground levers. This is the stupid thing blocking the transportalizer. It is Wait! That's the same thing that guy had! Right? You have to cross through it to leave the house. Looks like something pestering you, even though you thought you logged off. CG became trolling? Oh my god, I just fucking put it together. They're called trolls because they're not literal trolls like, haha, goblin under the bridge, I'm gonna make you answer my riddles 3. They're internet trolls. Fuck. How did I not get that? I thought they were like literal goblin under the bridge trolls. You have not figured out as much as you think. Hi again, idiot. Oh no. I guess today is the day you finally fuck everything up. Is there nothing I can do to change your mind? Leave me alone. How can you even been talking to you after I blogged you and after I logged out? You don't get that I am better and smarter than you in every way forever. You don't get that because you are incredibly stupid. I get that you're a jerk and you should shut up. Goodbye, you jerk. Oh no. Oh no! I don't like this. Looks like a mapping of each hub's index. It appears one of the hubs is recently unlocked. At the center, you find a little stage that puts perfect for a silly little dance. Or it would if standing on it didn't make you nervous, and if it didn't sound like a bad idea given the circumstances. It sort of looks like the various contraptions you've been deploying around John's house. You wonder what it does. Teehee. Dumbass? Great, you just vaporized your dead cat. Oh well, ashes to ashes, you guess. There's got to be a better way to deal with this lousy tree. Looks like you can choose between picking leaves or awkwardly uprooting the whole tree as you've been doing. He died. You select leaf. You also turn off auto balance since its consequences can be a little mystifying sometimes. You gather up all your items again in an order that places your laptop in the most conveniently accessible leaf. You're not sure why you didn't do that sooner. Kind of a funny looking tree now, but concern is for structural elegance is at an all-time low. As long as you're going to plug in your computer, you might as well find that hub. Here it is. Hub SN Lab 0413. It is unlocked and thus removable from the grid. You suspect this was the same beacon transmitting the unsecured signal you were using earlier. You picked the laptop tree from the leaf. You plugged your laptop into the hub and then captured the hub and then the laptop. Oh, he was already dead. He's gonna die again. There must be a better place around here to set up your computer. This huge grid of electronics is sort of uninviting. You look around. Hey, what's that? The fucking countdown. It's another one of those ominous countdowns. You didn't notice when you entered the lab about a minute ago. You look... It looks like this one may have been ticking for years. Whatever it's ticking down to, there isn't much time. You could only hope that when you turn on your computer, there will be a connection invitation from one Mr. Strider. Unestablished? Oh shit, that's when it dies! Another timer winds down sideways. Oh! It's a spaceship. Music? Where the fuck is the music? Is it supposed to be playing music right now? Can't abscond, bro! Round 2! Yo, wait, who the fuck is that? Oh, the fucking teleports behind you? Yo, gotta let little Cal in on the action. I warned you about stairs, bro. Oh, hell yeah. I told you, dog. It keeps happening. What does? You don't have to humor every random thought that pops into your head. The clock is ticking. Look around for anything else of importance. This looks like something of importance. It appears to be Skynet's primary session terminal, monitoring a great number of SBIRB sessions in northeastern United States and parts of Canada. Upon further investigation, you draw some logical conclusions. It looks like each session consists of an IP address and a physical location. The colored dots on the map appear to be meteor impact sites. It appears that each session corresponds with a meteor, but not all meteors have sessions. The color of the dot seems to indicate the status of the meteor's descent. The red dots indicate meteors that have already landed. Yellow are imminent collisions. Green will impact later, and blue will take the longest to touch down. Okay, so I'm noticing that there's a lot of red already there. Use the panel to center on your present location and zoom in. Surrounding the lab are the hundreds of smaller meteors that have been raining down steadily throughout the evening. Most of these meteorites have either landed already or will shortly. Centered over the lab is a significantly larger imminent collision. Oh. You can't say precisely how imminent, but you could certainly take an educated stab at it. Just southwest of the lab is an even larger looming collision, though this one appears slightly less imminent. The terminal looks like it can monitor any meteor or session around the world. Search filters can be applied as well, restricting results based on size, time of impact, location, and so on. You zoom way out to the narrow the search based on size. The two on the top of the list seem to be the biggest by far. You examine only their coordinates. There's one in the middle of the ocean. I assume that's where the frog statue island is. The center is centered over a U.S. city. The biggest by a landslide is way out in the middle of the Pacific Ocean. You plug in the laptop into the hub again and turn it on. It is now powered and connected to the wireless signal the hub is broadcasting. Your SBIRB session reconnects. No sign of John here. You wonder why the house is shaking. The last time you saw him, he was on one of the roof platforms. You have to navigate via the SBIRB interface to find him. Kick his ass, John! Yo, Granny's helping out? Let's go, Granny. Boing. Kick his ass! Hit the Homestuck shuffle! High five Nanaquin. Left hanging long enough. Good work, John. Oh, hey, you're back. For now, but I'll have to leave again shortly. It looks like there's another present meteor headed for my present location. Oh, so you mean Dave connected with you? Not yet, but I'll explain later. I think I've determined that activating the timer in the game is not directly responsible for summoning a meteor to the location. The countdown seems merely to exist as a kind of warning to the player, as well as a strange coincidence. I don't really think I get it. Is this relevant? Probably not at the moment, and not certainly to you. I have to go. Okay, later. Try not to waste too much of that grist when you're gone. You rocket up the ladder to dizzying heights of the vaunted Boy Skylark run. Your new feather is hard-earned and well-deserved, and alarmingly fashionable. Fat loops. You and your ceramic portfolio rejoice in the mound of wealth yielded from your meteoric ascent up the ladder. You're not sure what all these boondollars can actually get you, but when looking over all these the loot over hand over fist like that, who cares? Not you. Your expanded cast limit is more than enough to accommodate the grist windfall. You gather up 206,660 of build grist, 1,040 pieces of shale, 490 drops of tar, and 350 drops of mercury. You can't wait to find out what amazing items this new supply of grist will be just barely insufficient to produce. Oh god, there's grist littered down there too. Those stupid ogres were just huge grist panadas. One of those big sour grapes, electric, very bad thing fruit gushers is, I don't think I can say that word on Twitch. John, don't forget your book. It is your birthright. You ought to give it a read when you have the moment, particularly the several pages. Macaroni. Okay, Nana, I will. Hey, Nana. Yes, dear? Since I'm trying to get up to that gate, and since you can conjure floating beds and throw me around and all, couldn't you just throw me up to that gate? Yes, of course, John, but that would not serve your purpose well. There's a very good reason why you should build up to it, and then keep building. Okay, that's what I figured. Just one more thing. Do you think that instead of telling me exactly why that is with a cleared explanation, can you give me a series of really core riddles about it and then sort of giggle? Why would you ask that? John, you are a very fresh young man. Average Homestuck moment. Your father has done a wonderful job raising you. I'm proud of you both. When you pass through the first gate, everything will change. You will find the place where the constellations dance beneath the clouds, and then your true work may begin. Hoo, hoo, hoo. Elsewhere, we find a place where a kingdom lies entrenched beyond an impenetrable veil of darkness. Oh, shit! Kick his ass, Dad! Graveyard stuffers. You are now the Peregrine Merchant. You are flying westward in your particular mobile station. You have no sense of your bearings presently. The door is blocked by a metal column which extends through the entry shaft before liftoff. This message to Dr. Brenner looks pretty serious. Open envelope. Never. This mail is sacred, and sacred is the trust between the postman and the recipients of his precious parcels. You have made a solemn pledge to deliver this letter to the doctor, and as soon as you determine where this address is, or find any sort of discernible mailing address in this wasteland, for that matter, the mail is freedom. The mail is life. The mail is the very fabric of civilization. Wait, hold that thought for one moment. Oh, we need our postman hat. The mail is the one final hope for resurrecting a dead planet from the ashes, and the letter carriers are the brave soldiers of God in this righteous crusade. They are the defenders of light and of the light of knowledge, free communication, and the exchange of ideas. They are the bold toters of all those little papery conduits and freedoms, the white postmarked angels that whisper the message on the deliverance, a promise to yearning. There is hope yet. Liberty, reason, justice, civility, edification, perfection, mail. It's the terminal used to activate the station's homing mechanism. It looks like it has now returned to the control to you. The default viewport displays commands previously entered, including your last and the only command, home. Your last and only command, home. You type another one of the entered commands. It switches to the view of a young girl standing alone somewhere. There's heavy video interference. This girl seems familiar to you. Greetings. Don't I know you? What? Oh, we died. Refuse to acknowledge the absurd T-set. You successfully disregard the T-set because it's stupid and shouldn't be in a place like this. You probe further into the lab. Looks like a little girl's room. This all strikes you as a bit odd. No time for messing around in here, though. Wear the scarf. Be the rider. Oh, shit. Maybe you'll do a little messing around. You are only human after all. Oh, what's that? You are accosted by a friendly mutant kitten. Is that our dead cat? Resist great urge to take the wedge shale. You you should grab this thing, but you're suddenly feeling apprehensive about entering your father's room. What with all the scampering around, it almost slipped your mind how much you hate his hideous clowns. No look putting it off any longer. Give me a D. Give me an E. Give me an S. Give me a C. Jump down. Scamper into grand foyer with wild abandon. Wait, is this back in my... This is Dad's house, right? Who is that? Is that someone I know? All the character designs look the same except for Dave. You see... Oh, that's back in Jade's place. Wait, then why do you have the light and dark motifs? Of the... Huh? You scamper your heart out and bump into something. You don't know why he always insists on keeping it so dark in here. Oh look, it was one of his dumb globes. These things make it awfully difficult to navigate the foyer. We get it, Granddad. You like to travel around the world and do adventures and stuff. Lousy goddamn stupid globes. Grandpa will certainly have stern words for you if he catches you without your trusty rifle at the ready. That's just what you need. Another one is blustering mustachioed diatribes. You were rolling your eyes in advance, getting them all warmed up. Ideally, you can evade him altogether. All you have to do is get past the fireplace and out the front door, and you will be something free. Examine those chops on the soda. Those are the Manor's 4 distinguished house guests. They like to gather here by the fireplace for tea time, as well as pretty much all other times. It's very Manor and civilized. You know exactly what's going to happen when you try to sneak by. The fireplace is going to light up, and your grandpa's silhouette is going to appear in front of the fire to give you a good spook. He is so predictable. And there he goes. The old man has the flame. You suppose you could still manage to sneak by the crafty old man if you were fast enough. Avoiding an encounter would be ideal. Ideals with him are usually intense. I was just too eepy. Whoops. You guess an encounter with him is almost certain now. But most likely not for a while. Time to see what someone else is up to. Let's say Dave. Aw, snap. Preloader psych out. There's the music. It's a statue. It's a statue. It's a statue. Wait, we get Happy Feet? Pew pew pew. Pew, pew, pew. No, that's Jade's grandpa. Don't be disrespectful. Happy Feet. What is this accomplishing? What? Happy Feet. Happy Feet. Wobble Cobble. Oh! Oh! Kick his ass! Yes, I'm going out with this gun. No, I will not get a bigger one. No, I will not take yours. I can't even lift it. Oh, that is so preposterous. Do you even hear what you're saying? I'll be fine. This is a perfectly deadly gun, and it shoots lots of incredibly deadly bullets. Oh, will you just stop it? I'm going now. Goodbye. He was much easier to deal with when he was alive. Oh. Okay, we're back to him. Peer out explosion hole. Refuse to acknowledge the absurd kitten. You fail miserably. Oh look, there's some more mad science crap over here. This weird arcade gizmo adapted to the setup obviously doesn't take coins anymore, assuming it ever did. Besides, you left all your coins on the fridge, remember? Let's play a game. This doesn't appear to be a game. It appears to be a purifier. You mess with the controls. Oh hey, Jaspers is alive, or at least he was in the past. According to this timestamp, this was almost 9 years ago. You try to move the crosshairs with the door joystick, but it appears to be permanently locked on a specific target. You might be able to unlock it, but you don't have much time to horse around with this thing. You zoom out. It looks like you and Jaspers were having one of your sessions. You weren't making a lot of progress, though, because Jaspers was no doubt being characteristics recalcitrant. Remember this? The two of them sitting together? Wait, could this be that day? No, I'm telling you to remember this. Yeah, this image. You attempt to purify Jaspers. You surely would cause a time paradox, since you can plainly see he has not told you his secret yet. But the time machine has a safety mechanism to prevent such irresponsible purification practices. The paradox ghost imprint of Jaspers purifies instead, and quickly settles into a mound of sludge. This machine, besides it, sucks out the paradox sludge and begins some kind of automated procedure. It seems what sort of primordial biochemical properties the sludge have is being evaluated by the device. The device sends a fetal paradox clone of Jaspers. What? This wretched creature exhibits a number of unfortunate mutations, though. The good news is it will be mercifully unestablished along with this facility shortly. This is also the bad news. Whoever was operating this machine in the past may have been making unsuccessful attempts to perfect the science of ectobiology. There's no need for the flashbacks. Conveniently, you can happen what happened right here on the monitor. You scroll the clock forward a few seconds. Jaspers reveals the stunning secret to you in strict confidence. Before you can ask him to clarify, he vanished into thin air. You now believe you understand why. However, you are not the one to purify him from this moment. Your hand was nowhere near the controls just now. A couple of weeks after he vanished, his body washed up on the riverbank. His suit was a mess. Your mother fitted him with a new one just before the absurd funeral service she insisted upon. You roll the clock forward a week after he vanished. It seems there's no accessible feed. You fast forward another week. There he is, just as you found him. Oh my god, it's the same symbol that... It's the same symbol that fucking dude has. It's the fucking same symbol that was on the shirt. Holy shit. Banger. Look at the mutant kitty. What is he? Save him. What? Is this about to jump scare me? Is this about to jump scare me? I don't trust this. Is this about to jump scare me? Please tell me. Please. Homestuck doesn't do jump scares like that? Okay.
Nay.
Nay. Cool. Cool story, bro. Yeah. Okay. It's Jasper's. He's alive. Well, okay, he's still kind of dead, but his body's intact. Turns out that wasn't some kind of disintegratificator like you thought. It's more like an escapalizer. You got this all sorted out. You have only 10 seconds to spare. Time to stash the dead cat and the Amscray. Locate and feed the devil beast you call a pet. Good luck finding him. If he wants to be found, he will find you. Beckrell has always managed to elude your prognosticative faculties. He's completely invisible to your intuition somehow, a property almost totally unique to him. It used to freak you out a bit, but you have long since grown accustomed to it. Oh, it was nothing. Nothing at all. Moving right along. The birthday package you expected received from John arrived months late, and yet right on time. It landed over there past the crumbling monument, a satellite to the great mystic ruins at the center of the crater lagoon. Triple somersault into the room, stick the landing. Okay, you do that. You are now in your dad's room. Where are the clowns? You spot your dad's briefcase beside you. It contains all sorts of clues, or at least various forms of paperwork critical to his trade as a hilarious street performer. Oh wait, these are just boring business documents and spreadsheets. What the hell is going on here? What? Hat. Kind of a boring room. Just a businessman. No, our dad's boring! No! Not all that into clowns, you guess. Most shocking twist yet! Who's this douchebag? No! His life is ruined. Calm down, it'll be alright. While he was out work busking up corners with hilarious antics, he was an ordinary businessman all at all. He was just a man trying to make a good, honest living for his son. Maybe he was too embarrassed to tell you the truth, or maybe it is that you've never bothered to ask. You guess you just always assumed. He can also carry a safe. The human prisoner has broken out of his jail cell yet again. Attempts to block the cell door with heavy objects have proven futile. You're gonna need a bigger safe. Who's this guy? Spade Slick. What? Spade Slick got a nice ring to it, but you know your own name, and that damn well ain't your name. Okay, it's the same gimmick. State name and rank. Okay. You are Arch-Agent Jack Noir. You oversee various affairs of a dark kingdom. Wait, oh my god, the red and... This is a Jack card. Presently, you are determining how to deal with this prisoner, who has been a thorn in your side since he was apprehended. You view the affairs of the kingdoms through a set of fenestrated walls. You have 3 walls, nearly enough to form a cubicle of vigilance, which is a full and proper enclosure for an agent of your stature. However, much to your utter contempt, your 4th wall was stolen some time ago. This frivolous headdress turns your stomach. You'd sooner stick your head in some furnace than coax it into this monstrosity's loathsome colorful maw. It's too bad that your exalted ruler ordered everyone to drape themselves in these hideous rags the moment the troublesome human with the pipe and his child shown up, but you draw the line at the hat. You ordered one of your burliest agents to the scene. He brings something heavier this time. Your transmission is interrupted. It appears your glorious monarch has concerns over your wardrobe. Fine, you begrudgingly don the comical hat. Stupid, lousy, wise, and just leader. What a royal pain in the ass. You fully intend to once your superior stops breathing down your neck for a second. Wait, what now? Your blood is boiling so hot you could cook an egg on your carapace. It looks like you have to go handle it yourself. Remember that? That the 4th wall in particular is not there. Yet. Okay. There are some unopened birthday presents which Dad didn't get around to getting you yet. A control deck. This one seems promising. You open it to see what's inside. Open sweet loot. You tear into this thing and put a mean peep on the sweet loot. In addition to the Modus control deck, you get a bonus of array fetch bonus. You get a bonus array fetch bonus. Plus another 12 cards, which are practically worthless by this point, but you'll take them. First thing you do is you flush the extra cards into your deck. Okay, this is really just way too many cards. The array modus allows you to store and retrieve any item from any car at any time. It seems exceptionally serviceable, albeit difficult to weaponize. Boring. You just pop some Modus cartridges in it, fire it up, and see what happens. You start by setting the stack and queue mode on the slots. Your Selects now behaves like both a stack and a queue. Items can be removed from either the top or the bottom card. You see no reason at all to jam the array cartridge in there too. You make sure to blow out the dust at first as well. The Codex now reconfigures itself into an array of distinct queue stacks. Now we're talking. This is sort of the needless complexity you expect to have from your inventory management system. You have a staunch policy of opening the biggest present for last. Always. You receive a box from Delicious Fruit Gushers. Could this birthday he's hidden the Fortnite. Could this birthday get any better? You don't think so. You thought wrong. Yeah! Fill up an entire queue stack with shoes. Oh, awesome. Queue stack's full of shoes. Dang it, you spaced out and put in the wrong queue stack. Don't worry, you'll get the hang of this thing. So delicious. You can't wait to... Why are the grist here on the Fruit Gushers? Why is there grist on the Fruit Gushers? Is that normally there on a box of Fruit Gushers? Or was that like photoshopped in? You can't wait to capsulize one of these pack and maze like a... You rather make candy. Wait a minute. It can't be. Not Betty Crocker! No! The heinous bear witch is your gnarled claws in anything. Batter witch. What do gushers have to do with baked goods anyway? Why does this make sense? Why? Why? cool fructose monsoon, kiwi mango colonic rush, wicked watermelon groin injury, mixed berry social anxiety disorder, neon green ecto... What? What did that say? Betty Crocker, fruit gushers. This is stupid. Toby Fox mentioned. Oh wait, shit! Kill him! Are Semulized. Huh? Domain expansion! Artillery. Domain expansion. What the fuck? Huh? Milk Earth.png? Armamentify. What? You say domain expansion, but what? Arf. Go fetch! And now we feed him the nuclear steak. That's a great idea. Good dog. And I think that is a good place to stop for today. Because I have to go to bed. It's 10 p.m. Thank you for watching. We're gonna go raid Cadet playing some Valorant. Good night.